So I haven't played Final Fantasy XIV in quite a few years. So I received an email for 8 days free play to come back. So I thought I would do a recording of it. So let's do this. So this is the character that I had from a long time ago, but I've totally forgotten how to play this game. So we're going to go ahead and just create a new character. Ooh, here we go. So I don't have access to the other stuff. Maybe it's like an expansion or something, I'm not sure. I like this. We'll do like some kind of warrior. Yep, definitely sea wolves. There's a lot of options. Ooh, I like that one. Try to go through this kind of quickly. He reminds me of that guy from Gintama. Go to like every single thing. Yeah, I definitely want to keep the beard. Try it without the tattoos and the scarring. Butterfly tattoo. Oh, let's see. LB. There we go. Whoa. Oh wow. Does not sound right. That just sounds too constipated. What? Let's try that again. No. We'll stick with the first one. Okay. Oh, there we go. Wait, hold on. Okay. Goddess of War, we'll just go with that. Gladiator, handling all manner of one-handed blades. Pugilist, I guess is like unhanded, unarmed combat. Yeah, unarmed, yeah. Marauders combat specialist whose weapon of choice is the great axe. I think that's what we'll do. Yeah, Lancer, Archer. Let's go with Marauder. It looks like a Marauder. Okay. Framfrit? No. What was I on? Leviathan? Oh, the world is not accepting any more new characters. Interesting. I think we'll go with one Behemoth then. I like that name. I'm gonna call him Wolf Steel. Now loading. Okay. Here what? It's kind of interesting. Oh, it's a black hole. What kind of armor is that? Nice. So am I outfitted already? So what's going on? Okay. Oh, are you all right, lad? Oh, it's not voiced. I forgot about that. You were moaning in your sleep and sweat in buckets besides rolling off the ship got your stomach churned and has it. How did I get on a boat? Don't seem like seasickness now that I look at you. It'll be the aether then, I reckon. Some are more sensitive to the stuff than others. See, and we ain't too far from Vilbrand now, which is chock full of aetherites. No need to fret though, you'll soon get used to it. Might as well have been bloomin' seasickness. Ship's leaping around like a demented chocobo today. I reckon I might head out on deck, get myself a breath of fresh air. Limsa Laminsa, still a fair way off, in case you were wondering. Seeing as you're awake and all, how's about you keep me company until we get there? Why, them young'uns don't care much for conversation, see? Yeah, that's not creepy. Any road Brennan's the name, and Pedlin's me trade? How old are these graphics? Everything looks so smooth. Smell that salty sea breeze. Now then, lad, judging by your unusual garments, I'd say you're one of the adventurers, okay? Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory, now that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean, ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business these days especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? To win glory. Glory, yeah, well, if you're willing to take on them tasks as other folk ain't, and adventures such as yourself can win fame, what coin can't buy. When you arrive in town, you want to report to the Adventurers Guild. You can find out everything you need to know about the adventure and business in there. Let's do it. Just remember, though, there are more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. Oh, har 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 har. Oh, I feel that controller vibration. Nice. I feel like there's a lot of missing sounds. Ship's off starboard bow. Pirate colors. Pirates, bloody hells. Have you no sense? Yeah, it's like the folly is missing. What is the world coming to? Pirates firing on a ship flying laments in colors? Bastards either have a boatload of balls or bugger all for brains. Hey, he looks just like me. You can rest easy, friends. We've made it out of cannon range, and no buccaneer's bark will catch this flighty temptress once the wind's in her sails. That was too bleeding close. Glad one of us kept his head on his shoulders. I reckon I'd lost mine otherwise. If them pirates gave up the chase, we must be close to port. Let's head up on deck and have us a look, shall we? By the by, is this your first trip to Limsa Lominsa? Sure, why not? It is. Well then, let us journey and tell you the ins and outs of your destination. Limsa Lominsa prides itself on being Arisia's foremost naval power. Weren't too long ago that the place was ruled by pirates, but thanks to the current admiral's civilizing influence, the city-state could almost pass for a respectable nation. You'd never guess she was once a rum-swilling buccaneer herself. Haha. Of course, most fake ain't so quick to change, and with a town full of liberty-loving ruffians, you can imagine how many naysayers and troublemakers she's got to deal with, like them pirates who took a fancy to us just now. And if that weren't bad enough, I've heard this Sahagin, did I pronounce that right? Sahagin, are raiding the coast. Just as bold as you please. Them are the sea-dwelling beastmen the locals call fishbacks. In case you didn't know. Sounds like sounds racist. Ah, at long last, land ho! Behold Limson Lominsa, a nation blessed by the ocean's bounty and beloved of Lilian, goddess of navigation. So I guess for like the first 20 minutes, it's gonna be like a big intro kind of thing. Oh! We've got voiceover dialogue. Very nice.
Amidst the roiling waves of the Lotano Sea lies the maritime city-state of Limsa Lominsa.
Limsa Lominsa.
To this haven for bandits and brigands, cutthroats and curs, seekers of both.
Why couldn't they just show this instead of had to read all that dialogue?
Lone yet not alone, for the hero's arrival has drawn the gaze of the nation's patron deity, Lim Lane.
Lim Lane. There we go. That's how you pronounce it.
What realm-shaking fate has she descried in the churning waters of this mortal's future?
Wait, I don't believe in gods. I believe in science. But I'm not really a mage. Ah, here's where we part ways, son. Call me son again and I'll show you my axe. I'm off to the market to deliver me wares. Then it's onto the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this by way of thanks for saving me arse earlier. What? I didn't do anything. Hey, you never did tell me your name, did you? Well, here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider a square. I have no name.
Through
I am no one.
Discovery and triumph. May the navigator guide this brave soul on his life's voyage. Till sea swallows all.
Final Fantasy XIV. Hey, you there. I mean you, this is my district, and I make it my business to know all the scum that washes up in it. What did you say? Ah, an adventurer fresh off the boat, is it? Well then. Allow one of Limsa Lomin's finest to set you on the right path. Hop to it, lad. I haven't got all day. Welcome to Limsa Lominsa, a bustling city-state filled with scoundrels and brigands, the rough-cut diamond of the Rotano Sea. Please select the control scheme you wish to use. Gamepad? Whoa! Follow the instructions to move your character and adjust the position of the camera. So that's camera. When you're ready to proceed, speak to Risflaw. Open the Final Fantasy Lodestone Play Guide in your default web browser. Please no. Once you've initiated a quest, a prompt will appear detailing its objectives and rewards. Press the Accept button in the lower left to add the quest to your list of current duties. To be recognized an adventurer in the city-state of Limsa Lominsa, you must first register yourself with the Adventurers Guild. I accept. Now then, I'm sure you're itching to explore, but adventurers are required to register their presence in the city, and without a bit of local knowledge, you're like to get your throat slit in some piss-stinking alley. So before you do anything else, get yourself over to the Drowny Wench and enroll with the Adventurers Guild. That's a very pleasant name. It's not far. Just head straight down this street and speak to Griffar. He'll show you how to work that big moving platform we call the Crow's Lift, and that'll take you up to the pub. Once you're there, look for a fellow by the name of Batteron. He's the proprietor of the Wench. He might curse like an ale-sodden sailor, but the man's got a soft spot for wide-eyed newcomers like yourself. He'll set you straight. Got that? Good. Now run along and may the navigator guide you on your journey. Alrighty then, let's do it. Quest accepted. You have begun a quest. Okay. Use the duty list to help you complete your task. The what now? Who said that upon accepting a quest, the current objectives will appear under the quest title in the duty list. On the right side of the screen, a maximum of 5 quests can be displayed at once. Okay. So how do I close that window? Okay, so... non-player characters offering quests can be recognized by the exclamation marks above their heads. To bring up the quest window, speak with the NPC first by targeting him. then pressing the confirm button. Here we go, this is the guy, right? How do I select him? Welcome to Limsa Lominsa. You've had a mind to visit the Drowning Wrench? The Crow's Lift will take you there. Let's go. Complete a quest by speaking to the NPC with a check mark displayed above his or her head. Completing quests will earn you a variety of rewards, from items and guild to experience points. Greetings to you, lad. What'll it be? Ah, but you aren't here for the drink, are you? You've come with a mind to try your and to your veteran, I reckon. Well, you'll find no shortage of work here in Limsa. The name's Banderon, and this most hospitable of hosteleries is the Drowning Wench. Wench? Did I say wrench? She's also the Armory of the Marauders Guild here in Limsa. This is why we've got a desk specialty for your Anlin Guild business, and why I seem to spend more time saving the necks of whelps like yourself than wetting the throats of me regulars. Venturers have a knack for finding trouble, you see. Not that they need it in these parts, on account of there being trouble wherever you look. If you manage to steer clear of the fishbacks and the kobolds outside the city, the pirates on the inside will get you instead. And if they don't manage, there's always the Garlean Empire to finish the job. Oh, no one knows what they're planning, of course, but if they're planning anything, you can be sure it's to kill the lot of us. Aye, this town seems peaceful at a glance, but look again and you'll see people living in fear tomorrow what might bring. And who can blame them after everything that's happened? Orzia took a mighty blow during the calamity, but our homes weren't the only things what got wiped off the face of existence by that thrice damned bastard of a dragon. It took our bleeding memories too, and no one's been able to explain it in a way as makes an onzio sense. None of the folks what saw it and lived to tell them the tale to agree on how the tale actually goes. 'Tis all foggy, like recollections from an art night on the ale. You can imagine why people might fear for the future if they can't rightly recall the past. But there is one thing we all remember, and that's the group of adventurers who laid down their lives to drag Orza back from the brink when she was bound for the abyss. Well, I say we remember. Truth is, though we ain't forgotten what they did for us, this goddamn calamity spawn memory loss robbed us of their names. It won't even let us picture their damn faces. 'Tis like staring at a gull flying in front of the sun. All you see in your mind's eye is the shadow set against a blind glare, and that's how every bugger describes it. By the way, give or take the odd gull. It's this what's got people calling these heroes the Warriors of Light. There is too much dialogue. If Limsa is ever going to put this time of darkness behind it, it's going to need ventures to help banish the fear. It's going to need new heroes like the one we lost. Maybe one day you'll be one of them, and that's why any aid we can give to a venturer is effort well spent. What say you, lad? You willing to lend us your strength? I'll lend you my axe, boy. Me thanks to you and to the navigator and all. Who? I knew she'd steered you my way for a reason. Ah, but listen to me, yattering on like a sun-touched fishwife. 'Tis a time we got your mark in me book. It's time for you to get an education. Put your scrawl right here. My what now? Wolf Steel, is it? And a fine name it is. Congratulations, you're now an upstanding member of the Marauders Guild. Well, that's it? I didn't need to pay no guild fees? You, dear adventurer, you sailed in on the last ferry, did you not? You want to fight? The captain reported being attacked by a pirate vessel, and several witnesses have testified independently that a passenger matching your description went on deck mere moments before the incident took place. Sending your friends signals, were you? Now hold on just a minute there, officer. You got the wrong bloke. This fine, upstanding young gent is me dear departed grandma's sister, niece's cousin, closest companion. What? The lad wouldn't be caught dead fraternizing with such unsavory elements. Is that right? Ahem. You are surely aware of the recent kidnappings? Respectfully, then, we cannot be too trusting of outsiders at this time, when the loyalty of even our closest friends is in doubt. Ah, you make a good point there, officer. A very good point. Very wise. You needn't worry, though. I keep one eye open at all times, me and two more often than not. Now, sir, what say you to a tankard of me finest ale before you return to your duties, eh? Not a watered-down cup of piss like the last time, I should hope. Ain't got the faintest idea what you're on about, officer. The winch might offer some of the cheapest grog this side of the Strait on Marthair. But that don't mean it won't get you a good in the pickled. And look, there's a chair over there just crying out to be sat on, so kick off them heavy boots, eh? Y'all have to excuse these eager, bloody Yellowjackets. There's been a spate of kidnappings, see? And they ain't got a clue who's behind them. Naturally, they've taken to clapping irons on anyone who looks vaguely suspicious, which means adventurers, visitors, and pretty much every bugger else in this town. Don't take it personal, though. Us Slominsons can be an headstrong bunch of bastards, 'tis true, but given time, we'll grow on you. Now, where was I? Oh, aye, welcome to Limsa, where's the sea as green as the faces of me patrons after a few too many Black Belly whiskeys. Now, take a moment to gather your wits, and we'll get started with learning you the ways of the city. Completed. Quest completed! Yes! Ooh. Alright, we completed, what, the tutorial? That's it? You have taken, no combat, nothing? You have taken your first step as an adventurer in the city of Limsa. Listen well to the wisdom of Batter on Ten Fingers, then go forth and discover the incredible adventures that wait you. Batteron, proprietor of the Drowning Winch, wants you to perform 3 tasks that will help you learn the fundamentals of adventuring. Right then, let's start you off nice and easy with 3 tasks that will help you get used to life here in Limsa. Firstly, if you head down a floor, then point your nose to the west, you'll get an eyeful of great glowing crystal in the middle of the courtyard. That's an aetherite, a device what can move you from one place to another in the blink of an eye. Ain't no swifter way to travel, provided there's an aetherite where you want to go, of course. Have a chat with the Yellowjacket on guard down there, and you'll be treated to a lecture on the workings of the device. For you to do that, though, remember to touch the thing, strange as it sounds. It won't work until you have. Second on the list is the marketplace. You'll find weapons and armor on all your venturing bits and pieces for sale in the district what lies beyond the aetherite. Don't go throwing your gill around just yet, though, or you'll get fleeced quicker. You can say, why is me coin purse so light? It's pretty quick. I have a word with Swazblade. Instead, he's the head of the Merchants League, by the way. Give him this old octant and he'll treat you well. For the last of me helpful hints, I suggest you meet some fellow axe-wielders at the Marauders Guild. I guarantee you'll learn a few new tricks for your swinging that head splitter of yours if you join their crew. Blothoda at the front desk is the one to get you started. Got all that, lad? Seeing to them 3 tasks will take you on a little jaunt around the city and help you work out where everything is. Now I best be getting on, run along, eh? Bugger it. There ain't... There I go, sending you off without Whoa. Oh, excuse me. That bloody calamity's made a right-on mess of me memory, I swear. Well, that or the ale. Any road, while you're out, if you happen to pass any poor sods what look like they might be needing your help, consider giving their tale. Oh, well, listen, eh? Sounds like a chore, I admit, but you never know what interest and opportunities could be lurking out there, just waiting for you to stumble on them. For example, Nina over here has been casting glances at you since you waltzed in. Why not lend her an ear to see what she has to say? Aye, you're like to find yourself running odd errands in the beginning, but once you build a reputation as a man folks can trust, the jobs will get harder and the rewards more generous. If you've the time, I'd also seek the advice of the smith here and the wench. The lads as bear that title have some fine advice for them. What are you just starting out in the profession? And that, my lad, is how you go about becoming a legend among venturers. What you looking at? I'm totally ignoring all this dialogue, by the way. Okay. This is Nina business. What are you, a gnome? Nina, a veteran adventurer, has some information that might be of interest to you. Well, would you... Wait, is this... I can't see. It could be a girl. I'm not good at doing those kind of voices. Well, would you look at this, a shiny new adventurer? Listen close, lad. I have some information that might just help you put your map on here in Limsa. I was passing through a bulwark hall below not long ago and saw a bunch of herbs just scattered about on the ground. Now, I'm not certainly certain, but I think they might have been the black market wares known as dream flowers. Marijuana? Limsa is a busy port, and not all the merchants that blow in across the strait are above board. You know what I mean? How'd the plants end up in the mizzen mast? Who knows, might have been a deal gone bad. The important thing is you make a name for yourself by handling them in. Speak to Scan Rail. She'll get you down to the first floor. Then all you have to do is pick up the herbs and take them to... You know what? Forget it. I docked it. Being a worldly captain, he knows a thing or two about such shady goods. It's like a child. Where are we going? Okay, speak with Scanrio. Okay, I don't want to talk to Smith, but let's... Here we go, let's attend it. You wish to visit Bulwark Hall below? The crow's lift is ready when you are. Limsa Lomensa, the lower decks. Peculiar herb. Oh, we got some. Let's just call them herbs. Interrupted. Aha. So I just run around the city and pick up herbs, and that's my quest. Okay, now I'm trying to get it. I'm targeting it and then able to pick it up. So I'm getting used to the controls here. Whoa, 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 whoa. I thought I was running faster, but apparently that's not it. Whoa, what is this? Like, okay. It's the map or something. I need to find another herb. I don't know if you can run. One day I'll have to look at the controls. Instead of just pressing all the buttons. Alright, here we go. We got those herbs. I am not gonna even think about his name. You have some herbs you wish me to examine? Here you go. Yes, as you suspected, these are highly illegal blooms known as dream flowers. They are the prime ingredient in the creation of somnus, a substance whose fragrance is said to lull the sniffer's mind into the sleep of death. Oh dear. Forgive me, I could not resist the jest. These herbs are not more than Altic lavender? A common enough export from Limsa Lamensa. In fact, these probably spilled from the crates they were loaded onto my very own ship. I think someone has been having a bit of fun with you, son, but not to worry, you've learned a few things and made a new acquaintance. Well met. Yes! Another quest complete! Alright! We're on our way. Captain of the trading ship Orion has some information that might benefit your standing as an adventurer. By the way, thanks for delivering my scattered lavender, I have a nugget of information that prove useful to you. You see, I was recently approached by an unkempt seafarer, which is not, I admit, particularly unusual for a man in my profession. Arr, birdies. What was unusual was that he offered a generous sum of gilt to be introduced to any adventurers I might know. In my experience, sailors are not known to carry such wealth of coin about their person, especially with the alehouses of Limsa so close at hand. Kidnappings have not been uncommon these past moons. I suggest you take this information and speak with Glazriel, the guard who stands at the entrance to East Hawker's Alley. It never hurts to show a spirit of cooperation to the authorities, lad. Quest accepted. Alright, and there's another quest over here. Bulgair Consortium. Seeks the services of a conveniently unoccupied adventurer. Are you trying to tell me that I'm unemployed? Excuse me, sir. But might you have a moment or two to spare? You seem the type who enjoys being accosted for menial tasks, and I require someone to make a delivery to the dutiful sisters of the Eldweiss. I wouldn't be surprised if you hadn't heard of them. The sisters prefer not to advertise their presence here in Limsa. They do, however, provide a rather unique service for which the Bulgair Consortium has recently been the beneficiary. I would have you deliver this package to their doorman, Lon Woolward, along with our profuse gratitude. These names are like crazy. Are we done? Okay, quest accepted. And this must be the lodestone. It's like the thing in Asheron's Call, like the big, like, gem in the middle of... I don't even remember what those were called now. Attuned to the Aetherite. Ah, another novice adventurer. Aye, Mandarin has sent more than a few of your kind this way of late. I am Sun Himal, one of Yellowjackets tasked with keeping the peace in the city. It also my charge to provide guidance in the use of this device. Fear not, I shall be brief. Aetherites are crystalline structures that tap into ethereal energies. They are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Return and teleport, the most common transportation spells, make direct use of the Aetherites and their connection to the flow of aether. And as these devices are found in almost every corner of Orzia, any adventurer worthy of the name will wish to seek out and attune himself to each one. Once you have expanded your horizons beyond the walls of the city, you will soon find yourself performing the act of attunement as a matter of course. There is, however, no need for unseemly haste. The Aetherites found in and around the city will be sufficient for the present, I assure you. Should you wish to learn more about the Aetherites or transportation magic, I will be here to answer your questions. I thought you said you're going to keep this brief. Returned learned. You attune with the Aetherite. You are now able to use the return spell. Okay. Where am I going? What am I doing? Glazriel. This is disturbing youth. Your initiative is appreciated, adventurer. I'll have the captain place the Yellowjackets on high. Oh, it's a girl. Alert! And while I have your ear, I need you to visit Fridwib. And tell her the same thing you told me. You'll find her a bit further down East Hawker's Alley. Fridwib has frequent dealings with adventurers, so any warning you give her should soon spread through the city, just like a virus. Whoop, too soon? Sweet Nick's rosy cheeks. The goblin merchant Sweet Nick's appears to be in some distress. Psh! Shkol! Sweetnix is Beauty's Copy and Craftsmart Maker. Sweetnix makes busy deal with Uplanders. Need to deliver to Gate of Melvin, but Sweetnix has shiver shakes. Uplander walks to Gate of Melvin for Sweetnix. Uplander delivers letter to Tax Lady. You know what? Forget it. Tajada? I have no idea. Quest accepted. I can see why maybe they didn't voice some of this stuff now. Greetings, sir. May I interest you in the services of a retainer? What's this? Some suspicious seafarers on the prowl for gullible adventurers? A possible suspect in the recent kidnappings, you think? Well, I'll be sure to pass on that warning to my customers. What with all the merchants and milling through Hawker's Alley, these kind of unsavory activities can often go unnoticed. In any case, I promise to keep a short lookout for anyone being accosted by strange-looking sailors. Quest completed. I should say complete. Are we done? Is that it? I obtained fire shards? I don't even know. Apparently I'm getting stuff not even realizing it. Where to next? Deliver the letter to Ptaja. Deliver the package to the dutiful Sisters of Lawnward. Listen to Soul's Blade's explanation of the markets. Visit the Marauders Guild. How do I open the map? This must be the map. Here you go, Swo's Blade. A fine morning to you, sir. Welcome to the most replete marketplace in the grand realm of Orzia, where every shelf groans under the weight of wonders born from all four corners of the world. Pray browse the stalls until your eyeballs ache from the ogling the overabundance of unbelievable bargains. Now, as much as I would love to elaborate upon the unrivaled quality of our merchandise, I must tend to some cargo but recently arrived at the docks. You bear a gift from Bateron? Whatever could it? Ah, my Octorant. By the Navigator, I must have left it behind in the wench, along with a week's pay and several bells worth of intoxicated memories. I am most grateful to have it back. This tool is a keepsake from my days as a ship captain, you see. Needless to say, your good deed must be repaid. And what better recompense than the wisdom of a master merchant? Can't spend wisdom. If it is simple and sturdy adventuring equipment you seek, you need look no further than the east and west arms of Hawker's Alley. Lest you doubt each guild you invest in arms and armor will be money well spent. Adventuring is, after all, a dangerous profession by its very nature. It goes without saying that Hawker's Alley boasts stalls specializing in the tools of every martial discipline imaginable. And within but a few steps are bazaars and apothecaries that will most amply supply all your potion and perishable needs. Apothecaries. Our keen-eyed agents procure a frankly befuddling range of wares during their sojourns to distant shores, so it pays to become familiar with the type and price of the goods offered by each stall. Such knowledge will serve you well if your purse is light or your time is short. But verbal instruction of this kind will only profit you so much. Experience has ever been the surest teacher, if not the kindest. I invite you to explore the markets for yourself. Sounds like you're gonna rip me off. Okay, where are we headed? Ooh, quest, another quest. Same guy. The master merchant of Hawker's Alley wants you to look into current market prices. You, sir adventurer, I have work for you. I would have you pose as a customer and survey the market's current prices. Surely I did not see you balk at so simple a task. All you need to do is strike up a conversation with the shop owners and glance over their wares. There are 3 merchants that interest me. Iron Thunder, Kyokyorun, and Senhehel. Write down all you see on this price list and hand it to Bainsing on West Hawker's Alley. He shall reward you for your service. Quest accepted. Oi, Iron Thunder. Well met, lad. Cast your peepers over these beauties, not a spot of rust to be found. Every piece fresh from the forges of Naldic and Fambemelis. That's it. That's all I had to do. That was fun. Nothing left in here? Okay, let's move along now. Nothing to see here. Alright. Is there a way to run? Kyokyorun. What is that? I think it was... Oh, you know what? I left that up. How do I... Yeah, I know all that stuff. Okay. Let's try to get this out of here. There we go. Did I must have already done him. How can I be too far away? There we go. A fine day to you, sir. What can I interest you in? Why, you seem interested in most everything, don't you? Is this another one of those investigations? Well, I got nothing to hide. Bainsing. You're the one that made a list for Swozblade? Let's have it then. Blade? I don't know. Nothing wrong with the market as far as I can tell. You often get pirates selling stolen goods at cutthroat prices, and that drives the numbers right down across Hawker's Alley. Thanks to these reports, though, we can tell at a glance when shady dealings are taking place. Good work, lad. Quest complete. So, where are we going? Not entirely sure. How do I bring up the map? Here we go. Well, that's interesting. I'm not sure if there's a run button. Taja. There is sweetness with those import records without the proper documentation. I'm afraid we'll have to expel him from the city. Honestly, you would think that Goblin would have lost his fear of our offices by now. Every month he has to submit these papers, and every month his tardiness forces me to consider his removal. As long as one follows the proper procedure, Limsalomance is quite welcoming of foreign traders. Pray convey these words to Sweetnix. Perhaps it will aid in soothing the poor goblin's fears. What am I, like, messenger? Needs help collecting duty on imported goods. Here at Melvin's Gate, we inspect all the goods that are imported into Limsalominsa and collect duty as the law requires. Some merchants, however, seek to evade this obligation, and we must chase them down. I would be grateful if you could deliver these 2 ledgers, one to a man named Sandahmal, who you will find at the Octant, and the other to a woman named Latisha, who works at the Bismarck. If you are uncertain as to whereabouts of the Bismarck, ask Sandahmal when you meet him, and he will point you in the right direction. Quest accepted. So I want to be an Arcanist. No. I do not. Let's see, where are we going? Alrighty. This way, maybe? No, there's nothing on the thing there. There's something over there. Like, I'm sure there's a way to run. I just... Oh, there is something there. What is that? Sprint. But how do I activate it? Okay. There we go. Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah, we got it. It's a skill that I activate. Awesome. And I see how this works now. Who am I turning this into? It's the goblin. Uplander delivered gate to gate of Melvin. Uplander has white heart and swift legs. Tax Lady Pata has kind backwards. Or Sweetnix? Sweetnix has outflow of joy for Tax Lady Pata. Sweetnix is happy gobby. Gives Uplander jingly shine. My bird is like getting excited. Quest complete. I want some jiggly shine. A letter from Melvin's Gate, you say? Yet more outstanding duty payments. When will those merchants ever learn? Very well. If I catch sight of any offenders, I shall drag them to the gate, kicking and screaming if it needs be, and beat the out of them. One more ledger bound for the Bismarck, you say. Follow this path to the upper decks and you'll find the place. Ooh. Limsa Lominsa, the upper decks. It's the upper decks, not the upper decker. Those are two completely different things. My brother can tell you all about it if you don't know. Beg your pardons, good sir, but you're an adventurer, are you not? I realize this is sudden, but we urgently need help restocking our larders. We are in the midst of preparing a full-course meal for soon-arriving guests, but I fear we are short on fresh lamb for the main course. I would be grateful if you could procure 4 slices for us. I dare say it would be quickest to obtain these directly for them stores. Wild lambs. In case you are unfamiliar with the creatures, I suggest you speak with Abulfar, a sentry stationed in Bulwark Hall, just below the Drowning Wench. Quest accepted. Ooh, Letitia. Tax evaders among our patrons, you say? Goodness me. I dare say this may well put an end to their appetite, but this is in the best interests of the city-state. If any merchants named in this ledger come to dine with us, I shall see that Melvin's Gate is notified without delay. Quest complete. Level up! Am I supposed to do something about leveling? We spare no effort to ensure that all our patrons enjoy the finest food and hospitality, and so it is doubly hurtful when someone decides to leave without settling the bill. Nary a bell ago. A first-time patron did just that. Sushushmo is the only one who lovingly prepared the man's meal. She is quite upset by the whole affair and has taken it upon herself to draw an illustration of the offender. Might I trouble you to deliver it to the Yellowjackets on our behalf? Rashurmo should be done adding the finishing touches by now. Quest accepted. Let's do this. So basically you kind of took what do they call it? A composite sketch or suspect? Why am I talking to him? Oi! I poured my heart and soul into that grilled dodo. Almost said something else. If I ever get my hands on that scoundrel, I'll grind his bones to make my bread. Here it is, my rendition of the criminal. Please deliver it to Godebert at the Coral Tower. He will know what to do. Alrighty then, let's move along. So, I don't know where... How did I move that? I don't know how I moved the map. I'm just blindly running quests at the moment. It's hilarious. I'm waiting to see how long it will take before we actually, like, kill something. The Seventh Sage. Morden would like you to make a completely legal proposition. Well, when it starts off with legal. You want for coin, adventurer? How do you fancy working for the Kraken Arms, one of the greatest pirating crews in Limsa? If you're interested, take yourself up these here steps to the balcony above and talk to Carvalian, our captain. Do right by him and I'll do right by ya. Quest accepted. It sounds fishy. So what is this? Auto attack? Okay. Whoop. Wait. Okay. This is the guild. Oh, there, adventurer! Curious about the Marauders Guild, are you? Any axe worth swinging needs 2 hands on the haft and has a blade what can make short work of a galley's mast. That's the kind of weapon our members train to use with deceptive swiftness and all too predictable force. Are you interested in hearing more, lad? Then why don't you give you the short version of the guild's founding history and we can go from there. It all started with ships, you see. What have ships got to do with axes, you ask? Whoa. Well, building them would be pretty bloody difficult without a sturdy tool to lop down trees for timber. And since only the navigator herself knows when a ship will run foul of a storm or worse, it makes sense for the crew's carpenter to carry an axe on board. Aye, it all started with shipbuilding and ship repair. What, am I boring ye? As I was saying, sonny, any tool on a ship can become a weapon, and the axe was perfect for hooking yourself over the rail of an enemy vessel, let loose in the whirl of steel, and generally laying waste to all about you. As more this could be a girl, actually. As more seafarers took up the axe as their weapons of choice, I mean, you never know nowadays, right? So did the bloody art of the marauder begin to take shape, especially among pirates, where strength and skill decided your place in the world. With an eye to assembling crews of battle-ready raiders, the pirates started teaching the proper way to wield a chopping blade to their new recruits. And that's how the Marauders Guild first came to be. But once the Galodian Accord was signed to unite the Maelstrom and the pirates against Limsa's enemies, the whole game changed. The Accord itself was a dismal failure, of course, but the Marauders Guild was never the same. I think my voice has changed in this dialogue. It was taken over, restructured, and purged of its pirate elements. It had been reborn as an institution dedicated to naught but the teaching of axe fighting. The members of this new Marauders Guild weren't no greed-driven cutthroats either. They were warriors, what sought to use their martial, not marital, prowess for the good of society. If mastering the axe is your heart's desire, then you'll find no better arena in which to practice your swings. Think it over, then let me know if you fancy joining our ranks. I have a feeling I'll be seeing more of you soon, lad. Visit the Godebert, a bilker at the Bismarck, and you have an artist's rendition of the man. Yes. What in the 7 hells is this supposed to be? It looks more like the prow of a ship than a man's face. Maybe it was prow. Look, we would like nothing more than to bring the offender to justice. 'Tis our duty after all. However, we will need a little bit more to go on than this piece of art. It would be easiest for all involved If Rashishimo were to come here and answer some questions, please relay it to her as much. You've decided to swing an axe with the Marauders, then? Yes. Alright, then all that needs doing now is to speak with the Axe Master himself. Sounds simple? I've seen folks slink out the door rather than put themselves in the path of that unnerving glare. That's the bloke right there in the middle of the room. Wernzoen's his name. Put some steel in your spine and look him straight in the eye when you talk to him, lad. Good fortune to ya.
Yes, Windsor and Axemaster they call me. Not the most imaginative of titles, I agree. But one should not underestimate the value of directness. I welcome your interest in our guild. The art of Marauder is used to rend, to cleave, and to destroy. It is not our way to simply outfight our adversaries. We seek to overwhelm them. A marauder must be the most powerful and enduring presence on the battlefield. We must account for the most enemies defeated. Our role in combat is that of a steel whirlwind, dealing death and destruction without equal. No doubt the question has already been put to you by Blathoda, but once more shall I challenge your commitment. Are you prepared for the bloody carnage that awaits an initiate of the Marauders Guild?
I am prepared for the carnage, sir.
Very well. Your name. Attend me well, then, Wolf. Hold fast to this moment of dedication. The path of the Marauder is a jagged and perilous one. The blood that spills at your feet will oftentimes be your own.
What bandages are for?
You stand now as a student of the axe. Let us waste no time in testing the edge of your chosen weapon. You shall wade straightway into combat, as befits a novice of our discipline. Go forth and slay the bleeding, scurrying, crawling pests that plague the outskirts of Linsa Lomensa.
Did you say bleat?
Lost lambs, wharf rats, and little ladybugs shall be your piteous adversaries this day. Return to me once 3 of each creature have fallen to your blade.
Yes, master. Will Steel crush his enemies. As soon as he's done accepting quests everywhere. An alarming number of citizens have gone missing of late, though I suspect you've already heard the rumors. It is essential that we ascertain their safety. To this end, I have prepared a list based on reports from our citizens. Would you be so kind as to deliver it to my colleague in Blue Rock Hall? Is her name. My thanks in advance, friend. Oh, what is this? An Aethernet shard. All right. I remember this. You now have access to the Marauders Guild. You have access to the Aethernet. Oh, I see what they did there. See that? It's a play on Aether and net, network. I'm not sure how to access the quick travel through the city can be achieved by simply placing your hand upon Aethernet shards. Okay, Limsa Lomensa, Aetherite Plaza. Maybe? Let's see. Hey, shh. I feel like I'm drifting right to left for some reason. Look at that. Oh, I'm not even moving. What the heck? I'm not even holding the controller and it's moving. That was really weird. I see you spoken when Godebert. Within the bell, the Yellowjackets will have that swimming scoundrel locked in a dungeon cell, and then I'll take my filleting knife and... Godebert wants me to go to the Coral Tower for questioning? But what more information does he want? What my drawing doesn't already provide? Isn't a picture supposed to paint 1,000 words? Whoa, hey. Okay. Oh, there's an Ethernet here. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Where am I supposed to go exactly? Let's see, there's something over here. Yeah, for some reason the controller just keeps moving forward. I'm not sure what causes that.
Greetings, friend, and welcome to the Seventh Sage, purveyors of the finest spices from the East. All of our products are guaranteed obtained through completely legal means. Oh, you do not seek spices but employment? Well then, let us speak of how you might be of service to our organization. Our Misery, returned from her latest voyage bearing exotic spices never before seen in Orzia. I have prepared 2 samplers, each of which I would have you deliver to certain individuals. The first is for Ganade, whom you will find in the Coral Tower. The second is for Master Lingsdath, the head chief of the Bismarck. Chef, I said chef. And to make certain the right person gets the right set, go now and return here once you have accomplished the task. I want to see combat. My axe thirsts for blood.
I call these handover quests.
It smelled nothing like it before. The notice came with it says it's a root that grows in Orthord. Last I heard, Orthord was under Imperial rule. How the 7 L's did Kervalin manage to get hold of this? Any road, I reckon I can cook up something fresh and new with it. Thanks for the delivery, friend.
I don't know where I'm going now, but let's just keep going. I want to go kill some of those sheep. Ooh, we're back in the wench.
Aye, there you are, Wolf. Enjoy your jaunt around the city, did ye? If you mean to base yourself in Limsa, that won't be the last time you'll visit them 3 places. And now you've got some idea of what's where, you can start exploring the rest of the town. Arr. You've shown a good ear for listening, lad. Stick with old Batteron and you'll go far. Quest complete.
I am not going to pronounce that name. Need your help to prepare retreat for Batteron.
These days, poor Batteron's so busy looking at.
Oh wait, that's a chick. These days. Forget it. These days, poor Batteron's so busy looking after others, he hasn't been able to look after himself. He deserves something for his efforts. Whenever he's in his cups and starts speaking of the old days, he never fails to mention Orlai. Seems he and his mates used to eat the creatures on occasion. It's obvious he still has fond memories of that life, so I'm thinking a few Orilla umbrellas might be something he'd appreciate. Could you help me by procuring 4 of them? If you're willing to speak with Clindrail by the F Castle. She knows where various wild beasts congregate.
My axe thirsts for blood.
Apparently I missed a quest that I could have... Oh, I got a tune? So did I attune to the others? I'm not even certain. Wait, I got a check mark right here, but I'm actually burning right past it. Oh, this is the lower decks. We're on the upper decker. We need to go to the lower decker. Limsa Lominsa, the lower decks. $11:52 p.m. I don't even know what day it is. Tuesday, maybe? Somebody fed an ugly duckling? Welcome to Linsa Lominsa. If there's aught you would like to know, feel free to. You got something for me, you say? Missing person list? I'm not sure I follow. How's it going? Thanks for bringing the list. I'll be sure to memorize these names. If any persons reappear, you can count on me to spot them. Most folk enter the city. I can't do like a really high-pitched voice, which means they must pass through Bulwark Hall. That's why I'm on constant watch here and undercover, so as to keep an eye out for suspicious activity. I've been doing this for so long, I've become a pretty good judge of character. If there are shady characters skulking about, you can rest assured I can pick them out. Heh. Quest complete. I don't know how many quests I've completed so far. It's quite a few. I feel like I'm turning into one of those ghouls in Fallout. The Bismarck wants... the Bismarck wants fresh lamb, does it? Gods, I could do with a slice myself. Fresh off the grill and dripping in its own juices. Speak with Clindriel. But there's more quests to be had here. Tanmo needs help with keeping the city a bright and cheery place. Sounds like you're already in the Yellowjackets' good graces. You truly are a model adventurer, a paragon among your fellows. Do you think you could do me a favor? You see, I'm supposed to go and fill up all the street lamps with oil so that they'll stay lit through the night. But thanks to this business of missing people, I can't simply up and leave my post. If you could tend to the street lamps in my stead, I'd be eternally grateful.
How grateful, baby?
Oh, and when you're finished, please fetch more oil from Sissipu in the Fisherman's Guild. We're running low here, and she has care of our stores. I don't know what it said. I just ignored it. Street lamps. Ah, okay. I meant to jump, but instead I selected that. Wonder how long until we get into combat. So quiet. Because I'm not having to read like all this dialogue everywhere. Where is this? I can't tell. It looks like there's like another place. I don't know if it's above me or below me. Oh yeah, see, the controller doesn't stop. Oh, it's these. 2 more left. I think 1 more. Excellent. Guttering street lamp. A tuning. Oh, I turned it in right over here somewhere. You doing what? What am I gonna do with that girl? She has the nerve to ask me for work, twat and trap about her savings, only to foist it on the first adventurer that comes along. Being young and pretty does not give you license to shirk responsibility. I shall get her all right, and a piece of my mind to boot. Quest complete. It's another quest. It's like everywhere I go, there's quests. Except I'm not sure where it is. Oh. Sissipu of the Fisherman's Guild wants to order a new fishing boat. The calamity really knocked the wind out of the fishing industry's sails, but fisher folk are starting to return to the seas once more. It's past time I did the same. But before I can put out to sea again, I need to have a new boat built. Our guild has always commissioned Naldic and Vamelis for its crafts, but they are beastly busy these days. You want for something to do, mayhap you could run over to the Armorers Guild and consult with Forge Master Hananza in my stead. I would know how long we might expect to have to wait. How about you grow up a little bit first? I don't even know what that said, I just ignored it and moved along. Okay, where are we going? Let's go to the plaza. When in doubt, go to the plaza. Okay. What if you still doubt? Here we go. Oh, this is upper decks. We gotta go to the upper decks. Where am I going, by the way? Just wasted that sprint. Limsa Lominsa, the upper decks. Wait, Why am I confused? Anchor yard. I'm not sure if I'm in the right place. Wait, what? It's not where I meant to go. There, I think that's better. I'm not sure. Did I get this one? Yeah, looks like I did. You're looking for a place to wet your whistle, Scrag? I'll advise you turn tail and run. Captain Roswin's in no mood to be entertaining customers this evening. Even when she is, she ain't particularly good at it. Though maybe dealing with customers the sort of shite what might shake her from her old doldrums. But if you mean to venture inside the missing member, oh, I'm not sure what to think about that. Missing member, it sounds painful. You best remember to pay your proper respects to the captain, unless you ain't afraid of going missing. Kneeling for her would be a good start. Kneel for the captain sounds more like a king. The missing member. Rosewind. The hell do you want, Drylander? We're closed, and if you don't want my sirens to toss you out on your arse, show me some respect and kneel, Scrag. So, it's like an emote or something, right? So I have to type it? Even though I'm playing with the controller? Forgot I could do this. Oh, so knows his place. Good. If only the Krakens had the same sense of proprietary bastards keep seizing every Garlean ship before we can take a crack at 'em. 'Tis a sorry state of affairs when your crew's reduced to preying on the leavings of that mangy man, boys. My younger self would be right disappointed to see how far we've fallen. Now I got it disappointed? What? No. Pointed. You are utterly disappointed. Can't you see I'm wallowing in self-pity, Scrag? You can possibly understand how disappointed I am in myself. Okay, so I gotta select and then do it again. You show Rosewind your utter disappointment. So you do know something on me pain, boy, but your sympathy ain't worth more than a pint o' piss. It's well and good we got the Admiral's permission to capture Garlean ships, but what's the use if you keep on beating to your prey?
We built our reputation reaving right off the coast of Valbrand, not sailing a dozen moms into the bleeding sea. The few Imperial dogs found it in Limousin territory to get snatched by Krakens hunting in open waters. I rallied my crew's spirits when I said we were reviving the old ways, but after all our struggles, they seemed resigned to letting those bastards have all the fun. Oh boy. She requires a lot of attention. Typical. What was it, rally? You try to cheer Rosewin up. You trying to make light of me dilemma? Don't push your luck, Scrag, or I'll gut you with the hook like a regular pirate. Wait, that's it. We're pirates, gods damn it. So we should think like pirates. Bugger keeping Lominson's water safe. We'll raid supply shipments to the Garlean outposts along the coast of Aldenard. Ah! It's so blatant simple, I don't know why I didn't think of this before. Thank you for your unintended inspiration, Scrag. To think I almost had you fed to the sharks. Alrighty then. Next! Hello, kitty. Ooh, I gather your meeting with the captain went well. I could hear you cackling all the way out here. Yes, well, whatever you did, thank you for doing it. Last thing we needed was her going on another rampage, running deck swabs and leaving us with less meat. You want some meat? Well, it's called a missing member after all. Tain't easy playing by the Admiral's rules, but if anyone can find a way, Captain Rosewin can. Quest complete. Level up. You attained level 3. Alright, I don't know what that means or what to do about it, but I'm level 3. I'm sure there's like stats, upgrade, or something at some point. Nevertheless, if it's all you seek, you ought to find plenty by the river just past the Tempest Gate to the east. Okay. Oh yeah, I got 5 males. I don't know how I got males. Hananza, Guildmaster. You both for the Fisherman Guild. I'm afraid now isn't the best time. You see, we have recently taken on a commission for a galleon. This tack alone has our hands full. Boy, look, I'll see what I can do. The Fisherman's Guild has long been one of our best clients, and I would be loath to disappoint Sissipoo. That name. It may yet take a while, but I shall endeavor to have her boat ready in a timely fashion. Complete. 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 I don't care, as long as I complete it. Okay, so I just select the reward. Now I understand. Quest complete. And of course, she wants something now. Simple yet profitable tasks. You're in need of some trifling tasks to pass the time, then I have just the job for you. Bateron is offering a reward to any inventor who slays at least 5 wharf rats. No shortage of the pests lurking outside the Tempest Gate. So you should hurry and take advantage of this opportunity. It's so full of opportunity. I'm really not sure what it is I'm missing. There's no Aether up here either. So I have to go to the Tempest, wherever that is. Lower Law Nausea. Achievement unlocked. Select a target with a D-pad. Press confirm once to target it. We finally get to do some combat. Press confirm a second time to switch to active mode and ready auto attack. Approach and face the target to start the battle. 2 rotating arrows will appear. Various actions, blah 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 blah. Actions you set to your crossbar can be initiated with a corresponding button combination, blah 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 blah. Once a new action is learned, it will automatically be added to your crossbar bar. Most actions require magic points, but I'm not a mage. In addition to having recast times of resistance. Disciples of magic and disciples of war who specialize in range attacks such as archers are best suited in fighting their targets from distance. The range and radius of an action can also be determined by the help window. Well, I'm neither magic nor ranged. Warfrat. Here we go. Okay, so it's automatic. Okay. Am I dying? Because where's my health? Found it. Okay. Aha, I get it now. Aha! A ladybug. Just simple enough. Fatality. Let's kill some ladybugs. These are very large ladybugs. So I got the wharf rats, and I also need the lost lambs. Oh, we're done with ladybugs. Don't necessarily see any lambs out here. Public quests, full active time event. Anyone can participate by simply showing up before one ends. When you sense a fate nearby, a message will appear on your screen. The location will be displayed on your maps. Okay. There's a fate over here. Go check it out. It's when I activate the sprint. Go see what this is all about. Contribution will not be weighted heavily. This guy's only level 2.
Fate complete. Alright. Should get another level here. So I need to find lost lambs. $65. Oh, I just slayed them anyway. I think we're done. Level up. Nice. Oh, look at this. What is that? Does maim and heavy swing? Oh, I can teleport. So this will take me to the lower decks? Interesting. So about an hour and a half, we managed to do some combat. Alright, let's go to the upper deck. I assume there's something returning up there. Oh, that was quick unloading. Alright, so now I kind of get how this works. I was really turned around that one time. So how do I do this? Oh, there we go. That's what I want to do. You've returned. I hope you do not harbor any ill will towards me for my earlier deception. What did you do? You believe the most important lesson for a green adventurer is to learn he should always question the motives of everyone he meets. I've given offense, allow me to make it up to you with some advice. Tell me, have you visited the Eyes outside the Thames Gate and past Madman Bridge? Sentries stationed there keep watch over the road, and when trouble arises, they sometimes turn up to help. If you wish to make a name for yourself as a trustworthy adventurer, you should speak with Ancreta at the Eyes and offer your assistance. Snodbury said an adventurer might be dropping by to deliver something special that you lad. Ah, Els lad, you didn't have to go all to this trouble. I had the goddamn smell.
I've aided the Rella umbrella since I was a sellsword. It's the only nastiest shit I ever put in my mouth. We tried sprinkling it with salt and cooking it over a campfire, but it was still a little better than chewing on driftwood. Try it for yourself, lad. We'll see what I mean. No, let's not do that. So a hempen tabard, a hempen half-robe. I think I want the hempen tabard. Disciple of War. All classes, yeah. Since the Armory System in Final Fantasy XIV allows you to change your class or job simply by changing the weapon or tool in your main hand, it is recommended that you always have several sets of gear on hand. However, gear can take up a tremendous amount of space in one's inventory, which is why all adventurers carry an armory chest. All gear purchased, crafted, or found is automatically stored in this chest, leaving your inventory free to fill with other items such as potions, crafting, materials, and food. Gear in your armory chest is categorized and sorted by type and can be equipped or discarded directly from the chest interface. The armory chest can be accessed at any time by selecting character from the main menu, followed by armory chest. Ooh. So wait, how do I wear it though? I'm not sure how this works. You know what? Maybe I can't equip it. It's level 5? What level am I? Not enough high level to equip. Okay, now I understand. This bloke comes through here the other day and plops this ooge sack of size of a bleeding gooboo on the counter, saying any man who slays rats can have something from within. When I inquires as to why, all he says is the damn noise they make when scurrying about is driving him insane. He asked me though, he was already a bit touched. Something tells me the poor lad will never find peace. Quest complete. What's next? More quests. Oh, it's a Pikachu. Lend a hand at Summerford Farms. Still on Limsa, are you, Wolf? Oh, do you fancy a trip outside the city walls? I'd like you to visit an orchard by the name of Summerford Farms. Ever heard of the place? The owner, Stalewern, is an old mate of mine. He's got himself a crew, mostly reformed pirate types, if you can believe that, and has been trying to bring a bit of life back in the fields after the calamity ruined the soil. He mentioned needing another and or two, and your name sprang to mind. I gave you a glowing recommendation, so make sure you work hard and impress the old bastard. You need directions? The place ain't hard to find. Just take the Zephyr Gate out to the city and follow the road northeast. Quest accepted. Let's do this. Time to go out of the city. As soon as I figure out how to get out of the city. I need to turn that in first. So I'm getting used to using this map. Limsa Lominsa. Welcome to headquarters of the Yellowjackets, the keepers of the peace in Limsa Lominsa. Is there aught I can assist you with? Sample of spice courtesy of the Seventh Sage, you say? There is no mistake, this is fire sand, and the kind used by the Garleans besides. Quite intriguing, very well, we'll consider placing an order. Oh, you thought that you had brought me spice? I see you're not familiar with Carvalianisms. Carvalian. For the sake of convenience, he uses the word spice to refer to literally anything he has procured on the high seas. Lest you worry, the man isn't engaged in any activity that is considered piracy. Far from it. Think of him as a trader, a heavily armed one who represents Lominsan interests in the eastern lands. My axe wants more blood. And yet I'm trading, like, just kind of running back and forth with a billion quests. Did not mean to talk to you. There we go. Welcome back. It would seem both samples were rather well received, and this is no small part due to our affable courier. 'Tis unfortunate, but notoriety accumulated over the course of years does not fade overnight. There are still many who are hesitant to do business with savage pirates. Yet the old days of piracy have passed, giving way to a new wave of opportunity. My crew and I have decided to embrace this wave. With the Admiral's blessings, we engage in a form of trade with Garlean ships. Everything you do, you may rest assured, is within the law. Quest complete. I still haven't found those lambs yet. Let's go to Limsa Lominsa de Aetherite Plaza. Nilbert Pie Slayer waves.
Come on, Wolf Steel. Think I need to go to the crow's lift? Let's see, is there like a journal or something? I need to go to Middle Lanosia? How do I get there though? Not sure if this is the right place.
You have left the sanctuary. You have entered a sanctuary.
I gotta go to Lower Lamenta and Middle. Just not entirely sure how to get there. What's Bulwark Hall? Let's see where this takes us. To the upper deck. I don't think this is where I want to go though. I want to go to the lower deck. Excellent. Limsa Lominsa, the lower decks. Oh dear. How do I get to where it is that I want to get to? I think it's this way. Lone Woolward Gatekeeper. What in the world is that? That's one scary looking kid. This dutiful sisters of the Elderweiss, a house deep reflection and meditation. So unless ye have proper business with us, ye can kindly bugger off. What's this then? A parcel from the Bruguiere Consortium, eh? Let's have a peek inside. Ooh, walnut bread and ginger cookies, and a few of them Bismarck finger sandwiches too. Them consortium culls know the right way to show appreciation. Some of them sisters have unholy appetites. You trying to say that they're fat? So I'd best save a few bites for myself before I take this inside. Ahem. You let Jess and them know we're always here should her boss have need of us again. It's not like I really understood what just happened. I'm not sure what that is for. Maybe that's the adjoining era place, but I have to go. Let's try to figure it out. That's where it's a little confusing. It's just not really sure. No, I don't want to go up. Zephyrgate. I think this is what I want. Map in the realm, middle La Nasia. Wonder if I can find the sheep out here. Pook hatchling? Whoa! He's got a mount. I don't have a mount. A pook hatchling. Mandragora. So confused. What am I doing at Zoom? Not zooming. There we go. How did I get strawberry? Aha. I vaguely remember this. I mean, it's been so many years.
Summerford Farms bears the charge of the Admiral Settlement Initiative. We're rewarded handsomely to brave new frontiers. Yet if we fail to fulfill our part of the bargain, the grant will be withdrawn. In spite of this, the washed-up pirates elect to laze their days away. There is still time. We need only clear away the rocks and debris for the area to be deemed settled. If you're willing to help, you'll find a shovel outside that hut on the hillside. What? Quest accepted. Oh, hey! Teleport learned. By learning the spell teleport, you're now able to travel instantly between aetherytes to which you are attuned. Access teleportation menu and Are we teleport? Are we tuned here?
So if I die, this is where I come from, I guess. I don't know how it works, maybe.
Remove rocks from the frontier with the shovel. Pick up debris.
Where do I do that now?
A chocobo. Look at that.
Oh, I think this is like the orange thing tells me where I'm supposed to go. Now I got it. Now I understand what that is.
So I can go find those sheep. Strewn debris. Cumbersome rock.
Yes. Okay, I was trying to find out what that last one was. It's like there's glass. It sounds like there's glass. Maybe there's no sheep here. Because I remember... Oh yeah, here we go. There is sheep here. So I think it's down this way. And then what I'll do is I'll just teleport back. There we are.
We've located the sheep. Come here, fatty. Here we are, piggy. Excellent. Alright, so now what I'll do is go back to Limsalominsa, turn in these quests, and then return here. Not really sure how I teleport back, to be honest. I can read it all. Quest complete. Oh, you must be Adventure Banner on promised to send along Wolfsteel, wasn't it? You honored his word, so that's a good start. I'm Stylewern, the old bastard, as better unlikely described me, and this here is my humble orchard. Good number of lads and lasses worked here once terrorizing the high seas, and if you're wondering why I employ these scrags, well, they used to crew my pirate ship. But the calamity did for our ship like it did so many others, and I was sore wounded into the bargain. I had to feed myself and my crew somehow, and Admiral Merlwyb's initiative to get us landlocked buccaneers working the field seemed too fine an offer to refuse. Well, it turns out you can take the pirate away from the sea, but you can't take the sea away from the pirate. A lot of my blokes just never took to tending the soil, you see. So basically, you mean becoming a farmer? And unfortunately, the botanists I called in to train them have been wringing their hands in black despair. With so much work piling up, I need a tougher soul like you to step in and help where it's needed. Look at the armory chest. Ooh. Now I look like a proper nut. Arr. Bird rag? Bah, I can't even rely on those rotten pirates to pick these ripe oranges. Yet if I leave them there a day longer, they're likely to fall from the boughs. Mayhap you can grab a... Ooh, excuse me. You're not afraid of a pesky hornet or two, are you? So how do I get back to Limsalominsa if I can't teleport there? I have a mind to set a task, Steel. Before I do, I need to be sure you're properly kitted out. Pirates don't care to parley with dandies, you understand. It might well be that the ones here have traded in their cutlasses for coulters, but they're still rogues at heart. I know a solid set of gear when I see it. Come back when you think you're more suitably equipped. Equip your head, body, hands, legs, and feet with gear of item level 5 or greater, then speak to Stalwern. Whatever. Where is this other quest? Oh wait, was there a door that I could have gone into? Yeah, but there's no quest giver in here. I don't know where it is. Or maybe I can't talk to him yet. Can I dress to call? That must be it. Teleport, that's what I wanted. Oh, it costs gold. Let's turn all these quests in. Pika Paka performs the Yo dance. Kreshner. Oh boy. There we go. Alright. Let's see what we got. Bulgare Consortium. You deliver the packages I request you very good. I shall pass on the sister's sentiment to my superior. What manner of services do the dutiful sisters provide? We'll continue your stay in Limsa and you'll likely find out soon enough. In fact, if you're confident in your abilities and comfortable with the unconventional, you might wish to approach them yourself. Alrighty, quest complete. Yeah, what's next now? Okay, I can use that. The Aethernet. I want to say that's the Fisherman's Guild. And apparently I would be completely wrong. As long as we get to the upper deck. Yeah, there you go. Culinary. If you had any luck obtaining the fresh lamb, please hurry. The guests are arriving any moment now. 4 slices of fresh lamb and right at the nick of time. Thank you ever so much. 'Tis times like this I feel fulfilled in my role. Used to be a chef myself, you see, but my skills weren't quite up to par, so when Bismarck expanded operations, I asked to be made its provisioner instead. This way I can still be part of the business in spite of my shortcomings. Short, get it? Ha ha ha. Quest complete. Hawaiian Superman?
You know, I could have just taken the Ethernet. It just feels totally different playing it from a first-person perspective.
You are returned to me a different man. Already your face shows a harder cast, a realization of the slaughter of which you are capable. But there is much training to be done before you will wield the axe to its fullest potential. Learn well your lessons, build your strength, and make of each swing an instinctive act. You shall have this hunting log to aid you in that endeavor. Its pages are marked with opponents suitable for honing your skills. There are, of course, myriad methods by which you might improve your techniques, but when the way forward is not readily apparent, the log provides a reliable source of challenges. Every blow of your weapon will clear another step towards the mastery of the Marauder way. Implacable, relentless. Such must be your momentum on both the practice grounds and in the battlefield.
Is it implacable, implacable? I don't know. The next Marauder quest will begin available from words upon reaching level 5.
Quest complete. Hunting log obtained. Wolf, you approach me with the Marauder strides, determined, unswerving, and bereft of the hesitation that marked our first meeting. I am pleased the time has come for you to begin a new stage in your training. Now, what sets the axe aside from the gladius or the dagger? It is the raw, unstoppable destruction wrought by its thick, heavy blade. And that overwhelming power can only be properly directed by extraordinary physical strength. Thus we come to the core of this day's lesson. Such strength as a Marauder must possess is developed through a traditional method passed down through the generations of the guild. A method that you too shall be taught to employ. Present yourself to Brohinbar in the practice area downstairs, and he shall instruct you further.
The what? Where now? Aha!
Brohinbar. The Axemaster told me you'd be on your way. My name's Brohinbar. Good it is to meet a new Marauder. Now, we axe wielders build strength and control by splitting boulders. That's right, a traditional method involves smashing a rock with your axe. But you can't just use any old swing. You need to hit the rock just so. Rod Guy, my fellow Marauder, is waiting outside the Zephyr Gate, by the bridge over the Rogue River. She'll tell you how it's done. Speak with Brohinbar. Yeah, keep going, ladies.
Where am I going? What am I doing? To the Zephyr Gate, I suppose. Speak with, okay. if there's anything else up here. I think I gotta go to Lower Noncia. Hold me once. Let's take a teleport here. I should say Ethernet, actually. Go to the center. We gotta go to the middle. Hello, ladies, kitties, ladies, whatever. Middle La Nausea. You have left the sanctuary. Oh, it's this place again. You know, I could have just come back here. Must be tripping. Let's see if he'll talk to me. As long as you're this well covered, I won't feel any guilt throwing you to the sharks. Erstwhile buccaneers are an ornery lot. They rage in love for the sea and care little for the laws of the land. But they respect strength, and by the looks of you, I'd say you'll have little trouble getting their attention. A new axe. What is this? A grimoire? Rogue ninja? Excellent. Ah, Steel, that aura of confidence tells me you're not been idle since we last met. Hope I've read you right, for I have a task that requires the attention of a capable adventurer. Might that adventurer be you? Good to hear. Then I shall lay before you the sorry tale. You will have heard rumors of the abductions. Aye, citizens have been disappearing from every corner of Limsa Lominsa, as if plucked from the face of Heideland. Boots and all by an unseen hand.
And what's this got to do with Summerford Farms, you might ask? Well, that remains to be seen, but it seems a collection of right unsavory fellows with azure tattooed faces has been creeping up to the edges of the fields and spying on my yeomen. Now, I doubt anyone would enjoy being scrutinized by such savages at the best of times, but the farmhands are convinced that they're the kidnappers of rumor, come for their hides. Needless to say, they're beside themselves with worry, and their work's suffering for it, which is the very last thing I need when my old crewmen are still getting used to their new jobs. 'Tis a struggle to get 'em to leave the farmhouse of a morning. That is, as they say, where you come in. Would you be willing to investigate these tattoo thugs for me?
Yes.
My axe thirsts for blood. Good lad, the sooner we get to the bottom of this, the sooner this place will start to resemble a working farm again. I suggest you begin by having a look around Seasong Grotto. If reports are to be believed, our unwelcome visitors have occupied the place. Be careful, though, Steele. I couldn't say for sure what manner of miscreants we're dealing with here. If they are the kidnappers, well, just be on your guard, all right?
Quest accepted.
I think I just want to complete the Marauder test and we'll call it. Time is ripe. Is that what I'm supposed to do? No, I need to do Axe in the Stone. There it is. Oh, that actually hurt. Rutskai. I would probably finish off the series by streaming it. Greetings, lad. Ready to split some stone, are you? I have 3 nice hard rocks for you to build up a sweat on. I'll show you some hard rocks, baby. Don't try nothing fancy now. Just hit 'em with a good, solid, heavy swing. That's what she said. Excellent. That's the way to do it, lad. Now you've got the idea. Why don't you have him at him a little harder with that heavy swing of yours? Held nothing back. Oh, there's more stones. So I have to target him. But I thought I just did this.
Aye, I can see you're a natural. Me head's still ringing with the sound of cracking boulders. Take yourself back to the Axemaster Wenzorin and let him know you're ready for something harder. Question, how do I get there? How much gold do I have? I don't know how much I'm spending. 1,241? Lusa Lominsa. I never get tired of saying it. It's, I don't know, that the phrase is... Oh, whoa, dude, look at that. That's cool. Monster Hunter. Dance, baby, dance. Peach soda. Oh, he's got a harp too. Oh, I should use the Ethernet. Let's get to the Marauders Guild. Has the training loosened your muscles and focused your mind, Wolf? An urgent request for help has arrived from the Red Rooster Stead, and I have chosen you to respond. It appears a hostile group of megalocrabs has unwittingly elected itself in the next test of your prowess. As this is your first outing on official marauder duty, you shall be accompanied by a veteran conjurer by the name of Sulkwhip. She awaits you on the floor below. May devastation follow in your wake. Yeah. Let's do it. I was gonna pause it there, but apparently there's more, so we'll just finish up the quest line. So do we go to the same place? Speak with Sulkwhip. We have to find out where that is. Is there like a journal?
There we go. Oh, I can turn this in too. How do I switch it over so I can see the map? I use the mouse. So that's lower. This axe in the stone is the one that I want. Oh, I guess it was up there. I didn't, I missed it. Maybe she's below? Ah, yeah, there we go. Aye, Wolf, I know who you are. My brother often has me escort his fledgling marauders under more dangerous tasks. I suppose Buenos Inn expects me to give you the details then. Very well. Seems the farmers need us to clear out a megalocrab nest near the Mourning Widow in Lower Los Nausea. I shall trust you to find your own way there. Just don't forget your axe. Investigate the megalocrab nest in Lower Nausea. Let's do it. What was it, Lower Nausea or Middle Nausea? It's Lower La Nausea. I think the Fisherman Guild is in Lower. Or at least hopefully somewhere close by. This is western and east end. Maybe it's in the upper deck. Oh. Not what I wanted to do, actually. Lower decks, yeah. Alright. This is the plaza. Not entirely certain where to go. Appear to be having a little bit of difficulty here. That's where I'm supposed to go. Oh, I guess I gotta go through middle first. In order to get to lower. If I understand that correctly. I joined a fate. Oh yeah. Kill the lost lambs. But did a fate. Nice. Fate complete. I didn't get that much out of it. It's just skill, it looks like. I need to find out how to get to lower. Excellent. Brimstone has blocked Bronard out of blind iron mines. Well, this time we've dug ourselves into a hole well and truly. Struck Brimstone while shoveling through the mines, and now the rocks are rifled with reek of rotten eggs. The gas grew to be too much to bear. You'll need this clear earth crystal if you're to restore the earth and plug the leak properly. Just mine the surfeit clouds brought on by the brimstone. So can't do that in combat or something? The combat is pretty basic, really. Just gotta select them and sit back and maybe sometimes use abilities. For many of the miners, a bit of brimstone is nothing to write home about, but I'm the one who has to write the letters when the gluttons choke to death down there. Price metals, command in the wake of the calamity will make us either rich or dead. Sounds like a movie. And this is all terrible, by the way. What do I need dexterity for? Oh, it's got strength 1? Maybe. Oh, apparently this wasn't even the quest I was looking for. I feel like I just got conned. We have discovered a whole new place. Red Rooster Steed. Red Rooster Stead. Cohen. Cohen has information may interest wealthy adventurers. Mind looking into something for me, adventurer? It may be of interest to you, in fact. I'm told that plots within Mist are to be auctioned off. You, me, hells, even a 12-damned wandering minstrel could purchase their own piece of La Nasia. And upon that plot of land, you'd be free to build a house for you and yours. You can't tell me the thought isn't at least slightly appealing, can you? It is a bit surprising that the Thalassocracy had the time and resources to prepare such an area, what with the kobolds and the primals causing all manner of trouble. But who am I to judge the priorities of politicians, much less pirates, eh? Besides, I'd like nothing more than to own my own home. And yet to verify the truth of the tale just yet, though. If you've no objections to taking a detour from your adventures, why not head towards the Gate to Mist and see if there's a Maelstrom representative who can confirm or deny these land auctions. Quest accepted. I'm not sure if that was even part of the quest that I wanted to do. Okay, so it's done this way. Let's run. You say someone told you to come from me work late? I'm afraid you've been had. We're known to hire adventurers to true. We always go through the Adventurers Guild. Even if I want to assign you duties, Yellowjacket regulations prohibit me from doing so directly. Now, if you don't mind working in an unofficial capacity, I have a personal request to make of you. My granddad's head of the Red Rooster Steed. Anox's name. He asked me to bring him some river toad livers, but the mere thought of pulling Slimer livers out of Slimer frogs give me the shivers. Maybe you'd care to fetch a liver or three from me. You can get 'em by slaying the river toads that dwell round the eyes. Not interested. What I need to do... is investigate the megala crab nest. Aha. Looks as if nobody's home. Mayhap they knew we were coming?
Aid, I need aid. Please, it's my grandson. Them snippers got him. I told Sugar not to get too close. I told him. Get that weapon ready, Wolf. We need to move now. I love the smell of blood in the morning. So am I supposed to kill the river toads? No. Duty calls. Commence battle for Axe in the Stone. Level sync is in effect. If you are above this maximum allowed level, it will be synced. I don't know what's going on, but whatever. Here we go. Oh, bugger and shame to get away from me, you bloody great bastard. Arrgh. Wait till you meet my axe. Axe hacks. Defeat the Megalocrabs. Duty commenced. I will soon your wolves, Wolf. Yeah, I'm just gonna sandbag. I missed. Heavy swing 18. Maim 26. Maim 10. Swing 23. Some of these bastards are harder than the damn boulders. I got 27 minutes to complete this. Duty complete. Thank you, mister. I thought I was dead for sure. I can't even play outside no more with all these scary monsters about. Me mind me die. They were both killed by some nasty bugger not so long ago, and orcs big as a mountain. But I bet you could beat it. I make it pay for what it did to me, folks.
You take it easy now, son. There's a whole guild full of strapping lads and lasses like Wolf here who'll be glad to do just that. All you need to do is head home with your grandpa. Let us worry about that big nasty bugger. Consider your first duty a success, Wolf. It's time you headed back, as before Wernzoen begins to worry I've left your corpse for the crabs.
Ding, 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 ding. Let's TP out. We'll just turn this in and I think we'll call it. And the rest of it, I will be streaming. Trying to get it under 3 hours. Seem to have gone just a little bit over. But I wanted to finish this last quest chain. The upper decks.
So, you have shattered the shells of the melee crabs and saved the life of a child into the bargain. Thus does our violent craft prove its merit. Well done, Wolf. Though no longer a threat to the farmers, you should know that it is unusual for such crabs to be found so near the steed. By all accounts, the creatures were ousted from their usual feeding grounds by a more fierce beast. The beast of which I speak is a known terror in the lands of La Nacia, ever seeking to expand his territory. And that boy's parents were but two of the many victims to fall to its rampages. It's a threat that must be dealt with ere long. Do thoughts of vengeance flit through your mind? What kind of language? Well, flit? Well, I don't know. Wolf, nurture those urges, but do not yet act upon them. This monstrosity is far beyond your present skills. If you would answer the lad's cry for revenge, then you must grow stronger. Become the raging behemoth this challenge demands.
I've already got that, I think. So now the custom-made curious looks good. I think that's what I'll go with.
Quest complete and leveled up. I've attained level 7.
All right. Very nice. So we're going to go ahead and just call it here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed recording. Good night and fly safe.